A couple of disclaimers before we start. In this video, there's not going to be any fancy animation. So continue at your own risk. But I'm a nice guy, so I will put some text on the black screen like this so that you don't get sleepy. Also, I'm going to talk a lot about marketing, like a lot. So only if you are a marketing enthusiast, continue. So I have been doing marketing for the last 10 years now, and I have spent more than 300 million on ads at least. Just in the last 3 years, I have spent more than $100,000. And obviously I have generated much more in revenue, but still, if I can go back in time and talk to my younger self, I will stop that guy from doing 3 mistakes. Number 1, don't work with shitty brands. See, there's a big difference between a job of a digital marketer and a job of a graphic designer, a content writer, or a website developer. Because when you give a work to a graphic designer, end of the day, you will get something. But in case of a digital marketer, there's a good chance that even after spending thousands on ads and on your resource, you will not get enough sale. And the reason for that is a sale of a product is not just dependent on the marketing campaign. There are a lot of things that factors in. For example, how is the branding done? Does the brand has any clear USP or not? How is the review of the product? How does the website looks? All of these things matter a lot. So if you're working with a shitty brand and they don't have a clear-cut USP, they have a messy landing page, no matter what you do, you will not be able to make enough sale. And unfortunately, the revenue that the company will make will be directly linked with your performance. Obviously, you will also be rewarded when the brand makes enough sale, but you will also be punished when they don't. So unless you believe in the product, unless you believe in the brand, don't associate with it. I know it can get tempting when you get when you get a job offer or when you get a contract as a freelancer or as an agency, but please say no, or else it will come back and bite you in the ass for sure. Number 2, stop learning digital marketing, learn marketing instead. See, because if you're doing everything technically right in your campaign, what will happen? Your ad will appear in front of the right audience, right? But will it ensure that the audience will click on your ad? Will it ensure that the audience will go to your website and spend enough time? Will it ensure that the audience will make a purchase? Absolutely not. Just because I want to buy a house and if you're selling one doesn't mean that I will buy it from you. For every product and service, there are multiple vendors available online. So I don't have to buy it from you. For that, you will have to build a relationship with the audience. You will have to understand the psyche of the audience, their pain point, their aspiration. And for that, doing a simple marketing survey is not enough. I'll tell you why. Because if you will do a survey and if you'll, for example, let's say if you'll ask a parent that why you are sending your kid to multiple tuitions, the answer he will give you will be something like, because I want him to have an overall growth or holistic development or some bullshit like that. But if you just observe the parent for a couple of days, you will notice that all he wants is just a peace of mind for a couple of hours, while ensuring that kid is doing something constructive, not playing video game or watching TV. And once you understand this, then you can write a copy that actually moves the audience, that actually triggers the audience to make a decision. There's one more reason why you need to learn marketing and not focus on digital marketing, and that is the most talked about topic of the decade, that is AI. See, 10 years back when I used to create a campaign, everything I used to do manually, like selecting the keyword, the headline, the placement, audience, everything we used to do manually. Now, if you'll go to this platform, I'm sure you might have observed that most of the settings are automated. It is already set by the platform. It is like by default. And when I learned this for the first time, I kind of panicked because now the campaign created by me and a campaign created by someone who has 2-3 years of experience, it won't look too different settings wise because most of the settings are set by the platform itself. But that's when I realized that how to create a campaign was never a problem, to be honest. How to create a search campaign, even 10 years back, it was not a problem. It was just one Google search away. There was thousands of articles to tell me how to create a search campaign. Then there was thousands of videos to tell me, to guide me at every step on how to create a campaign. And now you have AI for that. But do you need to create a search campaign or not? That decision, that is where your expertise will come into the picture. So going forward, my advice will be focus on why questions, not how questions. Number 3, branding. Still, most of the brands and marketers I talk to, when I ask them this question, how much do you spend on your branding? The answer is almost always nothing. or 10, 20, 30% at max. And I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this. This is the biggest mistake you can do. See, because the budget for your performance marketing will keep growing every year. Your cost per click, your cost per conversion, it will keep going up because more players will come into the market, and because of inflation, it is bound to increase. Also, when you're going after generic keywords like buy shoes online, buy shirts online through your performance campaign, your metrics honestly will not look that great. Everything will be less than 10%. On the other hand, if you are spending on branding campaign, yes, you will not get instant result, but eventually people will start searching for your brand. They will start searching for buy Nike shoes online. And then believe me, all the metrics will look amazing. Like your conversion rate will be as good as 30%. So trust me, the goal of any marketer should be to increase brand search volume. Your job will be done. Now, for some reason, if you're still here, I will give you one more tip before you go. Stop doing SEO immediately. I will tell you why. There are only three type of keywords that you go after when you're doing SEO. The first one, the brand keyword, like buy Nike shoes, buy or Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, keywords like that. And there's no point doing SEO for this, because if it is your brand, you will rank for these keywords even if you don't do any SEO. And if it is not your brand, then also it doesn't make sense to do SEO because you will not rank no matter what you do. Then you have the generic keywords like buy shoes online, buy shirts from men, things like that. And for these keywords, your giants like Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, they are dominating the first few positions with dynamic headlines and things like that. And don't forget, you also have 3-4 ranks taken up by ads. Then you have YouTube videos coming up. Then you have Google display ads coming up. A lot of searches also gets populated by Google Maps. So if you're ranking anywhere below third or fourth position, there's no point ranking, trust me. And the last category of keyword you can go after is your how-to keywords, how to wash my dirty clothes, things like that. Now, these questions, most of these questions are answered by AIs. You have Gemini, you have Chat GPTs, and all of this. So save your money. I had read somewhere that wise people learn from others' mistake. So learn from my mistake. Don't spend thousands and millions before you learn these things. Focus on your brand. Focus on building your brand. Your metric, your KPI should be your brand search volume. If that is increasing, your life will be comfortable. You will be happy. Thank you.